Hey, what's going on? I got home a little while ago. And I had some food before I wanted to hop up on here instead of eat and stuff. And I had this talk with you guys. So yes. The title of this video is called Politically Correct Self-Defense. Now, pardon me. So here is my notepad. Actually, how do I up here? Okay. The reason for this video is I know I saw you guys earlier today, but I wanted to do another video because I just came to realization. This is like almost like a revelation kind of situation. How about this? Bam. Perfect. It's like literally over here. Okay, perfect. Perfection. Okay. Here's another one. I'm gonna do this at 10:46. Politically correct. Um, there are so many people in this world that choose to do harm but pretend that they're doing good or pretend that they want good in this world. But they've participated in my abuse. They eat this quick because you know how it melts. All right. So this video is called, Politically Correct Self-Defense. I had said that. And the reason why I call it that is because I bought some things in order to defend myself. I expressed my disinterest in keeping up with these unjust, invasive cruelties that the government has done and is allowing and is being played out and orchestrated by Americans and also people in the world, but also Americans. And that goes from all different ages, all different races. They have become extremely abusive. And just because you're not doing the same shit that you've done back in the day doesn't mean that you're still not being abusive. Voyeuring me, stalking me, trying to tell me how to live my fucking life and all the other kind of shit is really fucking abusive. Playing with my money, doing like little malicious shit where you're slandering me and things of that nature is still fucking abusive. And for the government to sit on their ass or even participate and allow this shit is extremely disrespectful. It's there should be like, what is it, like irony or something like that, but it's just very stupid of you to say that I have potential when literally you claimed a whole fucking country, a whole large ass piece of land, developed it as a new country, separated yourself from the authorities, from a place overseas, then took it upon yourself to supposedly do this performative release slaves and freedom and liberty and all the other kind of bullshit, only to do it again, only to oppress people again. Like, you really did the fucking most. Talking about how I have potential you had the potential to actually become a great nation, and you literally just showed yourself time and time again, every single fucking century, to be fucking pathetic and full of shit, two-faced and deplorable, embarrassing. It's definitely you become your mother vibes, or you know what, you're a chip off the old block when it comes to like father situations. I don't really give a fuck on like who was really ruling at the time. I believe it was a woman, but it was just like you've really become the thing that you hated or the thing that you wanted to separate from. And I wanted to address, a lot of the things that you guys have done that were, acts of war, because it was it was justified. In some cases it was justified, but it's just like for your citizens to really take it upon themselves to go ahead and try to reinstitute slavery, modern slavery, and give me all this bullshit, and worse, throwing spirituality in it, and and God. Makes my skin crawl. It really does. It's really fucking disgusting. I hate a lot of black people. I had to say that out loud. I really hate a lot of black people. Of course, I'm not here for the likes. I'm not here to say that damn sure, and I don't like a lot of black white people either. Latinos, you guys, you know how you are when it comes to skin color. I hate a lot of people. I really do. You guys have taken it upon yourself to be fucking abusive. And to this day, to this hour, to this moment, you have taken it upon yourselves to want to think that this shit could be dragged on for as long as possible until like the end of my days. You want to feel like you're powerful and that you're in control, but it's just like no. And it's like you don't intimidate me, you don't put any fear in me, even if you do some punk ass shit where oh, you want to slash my car when I'm not looking, or you make it seem like, oh, okay, like no, nothing wrong, and then you want to do that punk shit, or you want to go ahead and like mess with my tires or anything like that, fuck with my house, any of that shit. No. Or probably throw something at my, at my window or my door, anything. But you don't put or pound my fucking wall. Y'all don't put any fear in me because you guys are on some punk shit. You really fucking are. You are the cliche character in a movie that does like the punk shit. You really fucking are. There's nothing about you that's really fucking intimidating. You are a running joke because it's cyclical. And I'm talking about citizens in the fucking government. It's very fucking cyclical. And the little secret little organizations, the pajama gangs is bullshit. So you have is definitely united, where you've taken multiple fucking countries that have participated in slavery for years and years and years and banded together. It is truly the United States at that point, where you decided to be oppressive and deny a person who wants to be free. Well, excuse me, I am free. It's just like, but like you want to possess my civil rights and my human rights and things of that nature. You have dehumanized me. You have orchestrated a rape, and then you decided to film it and have everybody watch it. Then you decided to gaslight the whole situation. And then upon that, you also wanted to mock me and trigger me, and then also deny that it ever happened in the midst of the other bullshit that you wanted to do. And then why I say that I hate black people is because you bitches had the audacity to say some shit like, you had to go through this in order to be who you are so you can help other people. I really wish that a lot of you bitches would die. And when we had Black Lives Matter, which I was definitely a heavy advocate for, Americans decided, to band together. Actually, the world had got together to band together because it was very unjustified to murder or even restrain Black people continuously in very aggressive and very aggressive ways with the intent to subdue them or even harm them. Like, I mean, subdue them, harm them, and kill them. and make it seem like it was a fucking accident, and just be so cavalier and nonchalant about a Black person's life. And you guys made all this fucking commotion about that shit, but here you are literally doing the same thing to me. You really fucking are. You're doing the same thing to me. I don't have any priors. Okay. You guys felt really comfortable and shit like that, thinking that, oh, I'm just gonna forgive you guys, or I'm just gonna be, because I'm just so sweet and all the other kind of shit. But when you cross a fucking line, anybody will fucking snap back at you. You feel me? You hit somebody, you hurt something, eventually something's gonna bark or bite you back when it comes to like abusing something. But you guys definitely took it upon yourself thinking like, oh, you're the government or you're affiliated with the government, then you guys are fucking safe. No. I saw, you would think that, me at this standpoint would just be will be a little weary or intimidated if I happen to see cops draw their fucking guns at me. But it's like, this will actually, whether or not whatever you guys that you do, this will actually just benefit me more, because you've already showed your ass by trying to like fuck up my situations, fuck up my things. But it's like, you've already declared war. So it's just like, well, why don't we just go ahead and turn this up? Because like the only thing that you guys have been threatening me with was like, what is it, mental hospitals or like prison and things of that nature. But it's just like, this is the politically correct situation, because compared to the other people, and no disrespect to the other people, I'm just observing exactly what the fuck had happened. Compared to the other people who had passed away, they were affiliated with people who were criminals or are criminals. So whenever you guys did like a riot, march, or protest, or something like that, it was for a criminal or somebody who was affiliated with the criminal. Even with Breonna Taylor, like, I'm just, again, this is something that's literally in the on the internet. It's not, I mean, like, and it was on the papers and things of that nature. It's not something that I'm trying to make a clapback or anything like that. I'm just saying what it is, and I'm trying to identify the reasonings, possible reasonings, more than likely reasonings that white people and people of power had to tell themselves in order to think that they didn't have to listen to us at the time when we were fighting for respect and their rights. So when George Floyd, Elijah McClain, because I think even Elijah had something, had a prior, but it was just like when all these people had priors, it was just, and people were, fighting or trying to advocate, pardon me, for Black people's rights. The higher ups were just thinking, well, these are just criminals. Like, why are you even giving a fuck? Which is insane, because it's very crazy considering that a lot of people within the political department are criminals themselves. They be doing little, like, I'm not saying everybody, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of duplicitous, shady shit goes around in the in the political field. So anyway, especially considering the shit that I know now, since they all participated and knew of modern slavery, like, what the fuck? So yeah. My thing is, they were probably thinking it was justified. Remember the times when I kept giving you guys instances, and an uncle who's an adulterer having a sit down with his nephew because he sees his nephew cheating on his significant other. And I said flip the roles, because it could, I mean, it could be like vice versa, like an aunt who's an adulterer chastising her niece who is a cheater on her fiance or husband or whomever. Like, they're looking at you. Yeah. So they're looking at you like, what in the hell are you doing? You don't know any better. This right here is really wrong. The person who you're with is a good person, da 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 da. And they're looking at, and you're looking right back at them like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, are you not doing the same thing? Like, what if I tell you the same thing? Oh, why are you cheating? First off, you're married. I'm just in a relationship. You're married. And he or she can be like, well, I see. But it's that moment where like nothing is really explained, but this is how one of them is possibly looking at the other, where it's just like, Um, this is fair. Considering like you got both notorious for um, criminal illegal situations, both both in the same pool when it comes to um, it seems almost politically incorrect to go ahead and fight for someone who is, against justice, liberty, and purity, or whatever it is that that's supposed to be on the flag. It was just like it just kind of goes against it. They weren't looking at the bigger picture until later, where it was like, it's not about that. It's about a life, because it's about a life, and it's about fairness. Like instead of murdering a person regardless of what they did, it was like you treat non-blacks better than you treat blacks. That unfortunately, like that was that was the distinction. Like that was the really the bigger picture. It was just like like we were asking for equality. Like, just stop killing us. Like, we're not saying that either life is better than the other. It was just like, treat us equally. Stop trying to kill us just because of the color of our skin, and stop trying to use our past against us when you are, not even our past against us. It's just like, because again, there were non-blacks that did crimes that were either similar or worse, and they got treated way better and with much more patience and consideration than a black person would. So that was the argument. But unfortunately, the higher ups and stuff like that were too short-sighted, that they didn't really realize exactly like what the fuck was going on. So that's why that's why black people had to do like well, that's why white people were like, all lives matter. It's just like, yes, all lives matter, but it was just like, but black lives matter too. And that's why they were just so fucking short-sighted. And it was just like, okay, oh, we get you now. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's like you knew the whole fucking purpose. But yeah, it was just like these two people were being extremely wrong. Have these two people were both like, I guess like tainted in the eyes of I guess like I was gonna say legalities or judiciary and the in judicial terms. These people were both like in the wrong, because I mean, you got criminals here and you got criminals there. Like, these guys are speaking on behalf of like, well, he was a criminal. Like, how would we care? But they were just like, yeah, well, you guys protect other criminals too. Like, but you don't kill other criminals. And so you realize that they were just like, oh, okay. Anyway, I wanted to mention that because there's no hesitation or anything about that in regards to my innocence. You guys are black people are trying to make this shit like some type of drama, telenovela or whatever like that. Some type of drama, some type of BET bullshit, in which you think that it's appropriate to just, look over my fucking abuse and what people are doing and what was done to me, and try to make it seem like it's some type of love triangle. Black people have really fucking low self-esteem when it comes to relationships, obviously. And this right here, by using me and projecting these fucking standards, really shows it. And I'm just putting it all out there because whatever happens to me, I really want these words to fucking echo out there for everyone around the world to just really see people for who the fuck they are. Because I'm definitely seeing it for what it is, for what it's worth, for what it is. But it's like, I feel like with me personally, I feel like this is a green light, even though I feel like the government just might try to do some type of pushback where it's just like, almost like one of those decoy things on the lawns, or hell, they just might, because I am black, they just might actually try to put me down. But it's just like, I feel prompted to go ahead and defend myself. I already said that I was going to defend myself by any means necessary, but I just feel again more pushed to actually doing this. So I've gotten some things here, and I'm going to be definitely like toying around with some things I want to, and I want to have another video where I can just have it, where I can just play it in the background or just kind of play it in my mind on the way to doing what it is that I need to do, because I have already taken upon myself to see it for what it is. This is a politically correct self-defense moment. I don't have any priors. You guys have done the absolute fucking most to abuse me, and then you go about it to reuse my fucking speeches for your own. You've done everything where you have everybody at different ages and one like that looking at my naked body and trying to harm me, harass me, and bully me and all the other kind of shit. And you're making it, and you're just like really delaying things, gaslighting me with no fucking intent to actually help me. And you're using stalling tactics, but it's not really stalling. It's just that you had no intention to fucking help me. So yeah, I'm thinking, so I've got like, I've got some things, and I feel like this with some potassium tablets and some fuel would actually make something really go well. And I have some small little mason jars, and I feel like, that will also be beneficial too. Use some wicks, because I'm sharing it out publicly, because just in case you think that this shit was all fun and games, but it was just like, how many times have you guys seen shit that happened to me happen on a more nationwide scale? I've seen it happen quite a few times. Quite a few times. So if you thought that this right here, if anything had happened to me, because I'm definitely not the person who's going to commit suicide, I'm not going to do that. And so whatever anybody tries to say, it's not that. I seriously rather take out my fucking enemies and my fucking abusers than myself. I swear to God, I literally would. So yeah, I'm just literally putting this shit out, because why would I wait for the people who helped abuse me, the the abusers, the people who were supposed to be the people I were to rely on? Why would I trust them to actually move their fucking feet in order to give me the justice that is overdue? Not supposed to be like on its way or getting ready, or hey, it's almost here, tomorrow, give it some time, have patience, and use some type of religious bullshit, manipulative bullshit. No, I mean, like, honestly, like, now so yeah, I'm just gonna definitely like work out the kinks and all this, because I feel like this is definitely something that's a politically correct statement. You can't, like, as much as you guys wanted to try to deny or delude yourself, it's just like I've been nothing but a plus to you guys, and you took it upon yourself to abuse me to the nth extent, and you made it into like a laughing stock situation. You literally made it into like a modern slavery situation. I shit you not. Everything. I'm not even exaggerating. As somebody who's literally humble about a lot of shit, I'm not even exaggerating. So when I saw Black people literally try to humble me and try to make it seem like I'm victimizing myself when I'm actually a victim, or they were trying to say that this is a victim blaming moment, or even worse, they were trying to say, well, stop trying to act like the victim. And I'm like, day after day, you're over here watching my body, and you're over here fucking with my life. Like, how am I not a victim? How am I not a fucking target? Like, y'all, kill yourselves. Seriously, you guys are quite literally a waste of life. It's gonna help, is honestly, and you be doing me a fucking favor. So whether you stay alive or not, it's just like, I really don't give a shit about you. I'm not here to, once anything happens, I'm not here to help you. I really am not. I'm here, you told me to save myself, so doing what it is that I can, because a lot of Black people started this shit for exploitative and capitalistic reasons, and decided to just fucking greenlight everything. Like, I only respect and appreciate anybody who literally, genuinely, and consistently have my fucking back. Not somebody who fucking like flip flop on one fucking foot, like, oh here, yeah, and then all of a sudden got a paid advertisement, a paid sponsorship by my abusers to go ahead and try to say some triangulating shit, thinking that was going to provoke me. I'm just like, no, I just see you as the weak flip floppy bitch that you are. Like, you come dime a dozen, more than that. So yeah, so here we are. At any point in time, One time when I actually was going to present myself in front of somebody, I had saw like, two cops. No, actually it was, yeah, two cops at one time, and then two cop cars one point, and then and another one, it was like one cop car. And I feel like at that point it's just like whether or not they're going to do something, it's just like, this is more politically correct. Whatever happens to me, it was just like, it's bad enough that you had instigated or reinstituted modern slavery, but it's another thing where you took in over a decade to get up off your ass to go ahead and abuse this woman continuously, day after fucking day, fuck with her internet and everything like that, so that way you can feel like you're in power and you're in control. Kill yourselves. Seriously, a lot of you. I really don't give a fuck about a lot of you people. Put that down in your fucking group chats or whatever like that. But yes, this is where I'm fucking coming from. All right. Okay. I will definitely make another video, not tonight, obviously, but it's just that I need to have like some type of content in order to have like, a theme. You feel me? It's almost like a Rocky-ish kind of thing, but just like to really to fucking commit to definitely gonna do it. But it's just like, yeah. And we're just gonna keep just keeping tabs, because I wanna also I researched some things about like, how the fucking government took it upon themselves to go ahead and just like abuse abuse us, test on us, and all the other kind of shit like multiple times. And it was just like, bro, like y'all really did the fucking most. And it's so fucking disappointing because I like justice is mine. Like justice is much deserved for me. But you guys have done nothing but just trying to media justice is mine. And media justice is something I deserve. Justice for Shanice. It's just you guys have really taken upon yourself to be fucking abusive and lazy and opportunistic. So yeah, I'm looking right now all the situations that I wrote down. Hmm. I was like, can you please provide several examples where there was an abuse of power within the US government? And they said the Watergate scandal, Japanese American internment, Pentagon Papers, covert program initiated by the FBI to surveil, infiltrate, and disrupt political organizations and activists, particularly those involved in civil rights and anti-war movements. The program involved illegal and unethical tactics to undermine these groups. Point to pro. 1956 to 1971, and it seems like even today. Mass surveillance, 2001 to present. Following the September 11th, 2001 attacks, the U.S. government expanded its surveillance capabilities through programs like the USA Patriot Act and the National Security Agency's NSA warrantless wiretapping program. These actions raised concerns about violations of privacy rights and civil liberties. Abuse of immigrant detainees. Tuskegee syphilis study, widespread NSA surveillance, and abuse of power by law enforcement, abuse of no-fly lists. And then they also gave Iran-Contra affair, I think it's Waco or Waco siege, Hurricane Katrina response, war on drugs and mandatory minimum sentences, family separation policy, surveillance of civil rights activists. The U.S. government conducted surveillance on civil rights activists, including Martin Luther King Jr., under the pretext of national security. These actions violated individuals' privacy rights and hindered social justice movements. In addition to that, you are having me advertised, belittled, mocked, and like instructed by some basic ass bitches of varying ages and different races. And that's some wild shit. And I think the only thing you guys had against Martin Luther King Jr. was that he was an adulterer cheating on his wife. I mean, I admitted to the fact that when I was 19 years old, but I didn't know that he was married. In fact, I've seen quite a lot of TikToks that have relieved my own self shame. This is like, okay, wait, I didn't know this. Where a lot of men nowadays, which is really sick, decide to just like not tell women that they're married. So in that situation, I was 19 years old, literally just got out of the house, when it comes to, I was literally a homebody, and I had, like, let's keep it a buck. I probably had like what, two lovers previously. Yeah, because I waited till after high school. So it was just like, on some dummy shit. I was very disappointed on the fact, like, oh wow, so you're married. Like, oh man, I gave myself such fucking like a hard time. But thankfully it took many years later. I got over that shit. And come to find out, like, that's something that's the norm, like where people do that shit. So, but yeah, that was like one of the things people kept holding over Martin Luther King Jr. And like that, honestly, that I can see because he knowingly, he knowingly did what he did. It wasn't like it wasn't like an oopsie. These actions violated individuals' privacy rights and hindered social justice movements. Yeah, it wasn't like an oopsie. So yeah, like it's just really fucked up. Like I don't have any priors. Any of my mistakes were just like, well, excuse me, any of the things that you're trying to like, have hold against me are literally just mistakes. And I only had a few because I was a very particular kind of person. So everything else you guys were just lying about. And I have no shame in admitting any of my embarrassments or my flaws, which is why a lot of people decided to, I guess, admire me and also still like want to see me. But it's just like really fucking gross on how you guys want to try to humble me and be self-deprecating. So yeah, no, no, no. Just listening to this part alone, or even listening to, all I have to do is really just listen to one of y'all stupid ass videos where you're trying to instruct me or tell me exactly like what it is that I should be doing with my fucking life, knowing goddamn well that it's not listening to you, bitches. Yeah, this right here is my justice. This, well, like once this fulfilling this is my sense of self defense. Again, the way how Black people are trying to make it seem like, I feel like J Lo in that movie enough when it came to like her significant other. But the way how Black people were trying to make it seem, or Black people were trying to make it, well, the way how Black people, non-Black people, were trying to make it seem how I should go about being in a relationship with my abuser, who's really fucking tainted at this point. It's fucking sick. It's fucking sick. I'm on JLo time. You feel me? I'm on enough time. So this, and I'm not saying, the weird thing about this is that I'm not even saying this out of anger. It's really making, this was a really logical response here. Um, Though I feel like the reason why the government was giving everybody just a big hassle was more of a situation of, seems politically incorrect for you guys to, for us to concede to a criminal. Now, me doing what it is that I'm intending to do is self defense. I feel like what I'm doing, or what my intentions are self defense, politically correct self defense. The government took it upon themselves to fucking abuse me and greenlight a lot of people to abuse me. So this seems definitely because they took it fucking too far, where my health was affected and everything. Okay. Everything. And they had no intention to fucking resolve this. There was just a bunch of bullshit and delays and all the other kind of shit. So yeah, no. This definitely seems really fucking justified and politically correct. It looks like a moment where it will total, I mean, it's already bad enough that they fucked up in this matter and they decided to all get involved and drag down a lot of people with them. It just seems like it's even, this seems worse. Like this seems bad. Them doing what they did to George Floyd and everything like that was horrific. It was horrible, especially to Elijah McClain. And it was just like, yo, like he literally was not trying to harm anybody. And it was just like, but they used like other excuses. There were no fucking excuses. There's no fucking excuses, or else you guys would have definitely had locked me up or anything like that by now. But no, you used me as like a fucking laughing stock and as something, as chattel slavery, and as something to just, take my ideas and creativity and gaslight me. hmm Yeah, this is a definitely politically correct self-defense. It feels like anything that I do in regards to this feels like logical. It feels justified, definitely. And so I can see you guys had used the argument before with The other people as like these were just black men who were criminals. These were black men who did this, that, here, and the third. And all you guys have is some superficial shit. Oh, she's late to work. Oh, she's wearing the wrong outfit. Oh, she used to drink a lot. Like, no, I was always a lightweight. And yeah, no. Like these aren't gonna fly. And too many people actually know this. So whether or not people want to act like they're dumb and stuff like that, you're still calling out like your resume, your lifeline resume will literally be how you responded to being modern, reenacting modern slavery and collectively being abusive, being very irate with not wanting to, be called out, and your retaliation in regards to that. Yeah. So definitely more to say. Okay. Yeah. Don't have anything else to say. I mean, I know what you guys' intentions are at this point, but it's just like you guys really just disgust me and you make it all about, your own self-serving ways. And yeah, I don't wish anybody will. And it's I don't forgive any of you guys and I will never. So the best thing that you guys, could do, will do is to, have the justice and arrest those people, those three people. I would definitely say Danielle, definitely David. Danielle needs to be in prison. And I told you what can happen like the worst because I told you I don't want anything to do with these people. So it's wild how someone is, if you see somebody, if you see person A and person B, person A is saying that how much they don't want to fuck with this person. And person B is out over here trying to pretend like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm just such a good person and I've done nothing but, like a person who has a veil of being a good person, but in actuality it's just like really fucked up. Like you can tell, like, hold on. Pardon me. If person A is irate and uncomfortable, doesn't want to have anything to do with person B, but person B is pretending like everything's okay, that's a narc. It's really that's like a fucking narc. Because I would say only because definitely only because if that person still wants to be connected to this person. If this person is trying to make any type of excuse or wants to try to, or it sounds like they want to have like a connection with this person, and this person literally just doesn't want to like stick around with this person, then I would definitely be putting good money on and saying that this person is a fucking narc. Either that or this person is unaware of what this person is saying. If this person is aware of what this person is saying, like fully aware of every little bad thing this person is saying, this person is still like, no, this person is just, confused and things of that nature. Because see, look, I'm going to show you some things that were probably made up. I'm going to show you some things that says that, this person still wants to like, this person still wants to like be with me or something like that. And I'm just like, bro, that's, if anything, that right there kind of makes it worse because it probably seems like it was either constructed or you wanted to you manipulated this person to feel like, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And I'm like, ew. I myself would have been like, okay, ew. Like I can see you. I can see what you are for what you are. Because between these two, this one's a plus. Pretend this is a mathematical equation. This person is a plus who's just pretending like everything's good and that's just a misunderstanding. This person right here is a minus mathematically where it comes to like the relationship. And if you have a moment where this person supposedly is, in and out, so it has like this person then is still a negative, even though you might want to have a situation where the person's pretending like, okay, like we're still cool, da 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 da. This person is still considered, it's still a negative because this person is not fully in. So it's still like a negative where at any point in time, this person could just, dip at the best opportunity. So with that, this is the equation between the two is going to be less than it's not going to be two. It's going to be less than two. So it's going to be a negative. It's going to be a negative. And that right there just kind of shows that no matter what this person is just like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's just like no matter what that person says, the other person really doesn't want to have anything to do with them. And I've showed you court videos and everything in regards to me not wanting to have a connection with this person. I don't care what the other person will present to you. If I'm consistently telling you on a video that I want nothing to do with this bitch, and I have literally a court, like I would not have wasted my time or my money taking off days, my vacation days, and things of that nature just to go against this person and request a no fucking contact order. I have to do a mediation first. I was instructed to, as you can see on that video, by the court that has been, that is connected with the government, obviously with the government and shit like that, to be duplicitous and stole this shit to infinity, perhaps because they believe or are hopeful that things can be resolved, but it absolutely cannot. It will never be. I want nothing to fucking do with this bitch. The day that she fucking dies, I will rejoice as if it's a triumphant moment and win, like, when Hitler died or when Judas was hanging from the fucking tree to the point where his body literally melted off the fucking rope. And that's in the Bible. I would be that fucking elated. That fucking elated. So yeah, when people tell me like some shit or when black people literally have the audacity to try to triangulate information like, oh well then you need to dump this friend and stuff like that. I just told you many fucking times, run the fucking tape back. It just really shows the incompetence and the limited intelligence that black people advertise for their fucking selves when it comes to like comprehension. Because I told you what the fuck it is. I don't care what this bitch tells you. I don't care. This person is not that manipulative. Okay. I don't care what type of cries or anything this person does. Literally. I independently, before seeing y'all, triangulate your information, was like, yeah, I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. So this will never like when people really just, see things for what it fucking is, you will know for your own fucking safety because there's only so much I can, share. In fact, like I said, why don't you go ahead and look at the old fucking tapes and things of that nature? Because like at this point, I don't even know like how long or what opportunities are ahead of me, but it's just like I'm really fucking done with this shit. And I have made it to the point where it's just like, oh, okay, I see it now. Because it does seem logically correct. I mean, it seems like for me, it just seems like I have a greater advantage considering that, my record has been clean because, at a point in time when I was so naive, I respected the fucking government and thought that, well, they're, it's okay. Like, just on some dummy shit. Not understanding like, okay, this is really how these people are. So like, wow, okay. Oh no, 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 no. I just thought, that there's bad apples in the bunch, when you see like some crooked cops and things of that nature. No, everybody's fucking fucked up. So yeah. So yeah, that's what I said, like no priors, any of my past history. No, no, no. No, I've been on my fucking P's and Q's. I have. I've been very like, conscious and I do believe in like, fairness and justice. So all this shit is totally unjustified. So this is a this is politically correct self-defense. What happens from here, I really don't know. So I just know that I'm really fucking I'm fed up. Like a lot of people were, I guess, respecting like tears or some shit like that. No. No. I'm a tears of joy kind of person, and I really would just, I would relish the moment when a lot of my abusers are, dead in the grave. So Anybody who literally wants to advocate for my civil rights and my human rights, let me know, because this isn't anything. This is nothing unnatural. This has happened so many times in our history and whatnot like that. When it comes to justice, when diplomacy does not work and you realize what the fuck is going on. Oh yeah, bitch. What was that Human Zoo guy? That Human Zoo young man. He used arrows to just, he used his bow and arrow at people. And I was just like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. These are my arrows. And whatever next. But and then they killed him and said it was a suicide. Like, bro, like get the fuck out of here. That's wild. But I'm telling you this. I'm telling you fucking this. What time is that? 45 minutes? That's literally all I fucking needed.